Round here, them guns get the last word.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I've been challenged by one of my friends to hit 5K by the end of the year. Let's try to make that happen. If you're new to the channel, if you watch regularly, if you just love Tekken in general, please consider subscribing. 5K by the end of the year. Let's do it. We got the Tekken Bloodline trailer a few days ago, and I wanted to just dissect and analyze different aspects, different characters, and just take a deeper look into what they are doing inside the tournament. What's really surprising to me is how faithful the Tekken Bloodline series looks so far. Of course, everyone keeps going back to Leroy Smith, but I think his inclusion is intensifying the whole thing. If you see his demeanor, if you see his personality, the way he talks to Jin, that is incredible. I love that.
I'd love to teach one of Heihachi's goons a lesson. I'll see you in the ring.
But focusing on Hwoarang. Hwoarang was a character that I felt and the community felt should be there, and seeing him show up in the trailer and be, kind of a main focus of the trailer. He was spread throughout all of it. I think he showed up more times in the trailer than probably Paul Phoenix. And Paul Phoenix is one of the most popular characters in the game, so that says a lot, right? But what's really cool about Hwoarang being in the story is what that means. Because Ogre was alive and active for 5 years, but there's only 3 confirmed encounters that he's had. 1 is Jun Kazama. 2 is the original king, which was slain by Ogre. And then 3 is Baek Do-san. Now at first everyone thought Baek Do-san was killed, but it was later discovered that he was only in a coma, and he returned in later games to mentor Hwoarang and things of that sort. But he was one of the first victims of Ogre, and I hope we get to see that battle play out. I think that would add a whole new layer to Hwoarang. What we see in the trailer is more so him, I want to say, looking like the comedic character, because Paul Phoenix in this anime is definitely not that. I know all of the Paul Phoenix mains is going to be happy to see their character strong and serious the way that they want.
Good luck tomorrow, kid.
So you too.
Who needs luck? I've got the skills.
But with that being said, someone has to be the comedic tone. Reading from the official version, Tekken 3, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, a taekwondo student who works out of Baek Do-san's dojo. Hwoarang makes a lot of money through dishonest gambling wagers. As a part of what's called a feud team, he and other members pick fights for money. They manipulate the odds by concealing their true strengths. Hwoarang escalates the odds against him and makes what appears to be a foolish wager. His opponents soon realize they're the real fools when Hwoarang subtly beats each and every one of them. So this is the groundwork for Hwoarang. This kind of shows the schemes and the tricks and the games he likes to play. And he kind of carries the same mentality, the same attitude all the way up until he meets Jin. Now, Hwoarang is very powerful according to the lore. And in the lore, the only person who really gave him a battle was Jin Kazama. It says one day, members of the Mishima group came to town. Among them, Jin Kazama. Hwoarang talks them into his game and is matched against Jin. I wouldn't be surprised if Heihachi is the one who tells Jin, beat this scrub. This guy is challenging us, the Mishimas. Serve him.
In order to defeat him, you must purge the Kazama pacifism and stoke your Mishima fire.
Also, if you guys pay attention to the Tekken Bloodline trailer, Heihachi is training Jin, training him to defeat Ogre. So Hwoarang really is a good chance to see what Jin is really made of. So that's another reason for Heihachi to push him into that fight. Hwoarang embarrassingly can only manage a draw. He hangs his head in disbelief and at the first blemish in his perfect career, sickened at the thought of having to tell his teacher Baek Do-san the bad news. Hwoarang vows to practice every day to guarantee that it would never happen again. You have to imagine it was the same for Jin with Heihachi because it was a draw, and Heihachi, I'm pretty sure, is not okay with that.
I'm going to tear you down completely. Then I will build you back up.
They probably did more training, they probably did more practicing. He probably told him, you were not ready for Ogre. You can't beat this kid pulling tricks in some rinky-dink town. Ogre will destroy you, right? But once Hwoarang goes back to Baek-doo-san, terrible news. Ogre claims Baek as yet another victim. Hwoarang now has a purpose in life. He will participate in the tournament, beat Jin Kazama, and seek revenge against the god of fighting, Ogre. I don't know if it's ever stated why the Mishima group came to town, but I wonder if it's because they were looking for Ogre. It can't be a coincidence that Jin and the Mishima group shows up in this town, and at the same time Ogre is beating up one of the most skilled champions in the town or across town, right? And you almost have to wonder, if Jin Kazama and Hwoarang never fought, would either one of them made it back to save Baek-doo-san?
Whose eyes peer at you from the dark?
But let's not go down the path of speculations. I think what they set up in Tekken Bloodline and also Tekken 3, you gotta give a lot of credit to that story back then. It's really, really spectacular. The scenes in there where Jin and Hwoarang are having this back and forth with each other is really cool. Nina asks Hwoarang, are you two friends? And if you listen, both Jin and Hwoarang says no at the exact same time.
That's the spirit.
You two are friends?
No!
When I first seen it, I thought it was only Hwoarang, but it is them at the same time saying no. So you can see that friendly rivalry building up, and then at the end of the trailer, when Jin starts really using that devil gene, you can see him really start to let loose on Hwoarang, and that's when the match is no longer close.
Your body itself will be a weapon. Mishima style is the only way.
This series looks incredible. I really want to see every episode back to back to back, watch it 2 times, 3 times, and just dissect everything. Once this series does come out, I will be talking about everything. It's going to be incredible. But until then, I will be doing these trailer breakdowns, leading us up to EVO, and then that will be that. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Definitely leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.